It's time for our third and final Toy Box Tuesday telethon at noon. Junior high students jump into the giving spirit for the KOAM Toy Box, and we offer a little last-minute inspiration for those who still need to log on and shop for Christmas.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Every 4-state child deserves a Merry Christmas, and today you have the opportunity to help make that a reality. This is KOAM News at noon. I'm Tanya Bach. Few of us adults will forget the year 2020, and with your financial support for the KOAM Toy Box today, we can help bring smiles to the end of the year and Christmas 2020 for children all across the 4 states. Our phone lines are open, and that means you have the chance to call and make a donation that will help fill the KOAM Toy Box. Our friends at Equity Bank and at Neptune Auto are joining us from Pittsburgh's Block 22 today and are ready to take your calls. So grab your credit card and call 1-888-620-4TOY, and we'll keep that number live at the bottom of your screen. Each year, we partner with dozens of local organizations to help out families struggling at Christmas time. Kate Kelly joins us now with a look at how some of our partners are making a difference in Pittsburgh.
Of course, we have toy drop-off locations placed conveniently throughout the counties that we serve. Last week, we were happy to pick up dozens of toys from several Pittsburgh businesses to deliver to our friends at the Salvation Army. Let's take a look. Our first stop was at Neptune's Auto Repair Center. We got quite the haul thanks to donations from people like you. It didn't stop there though. Equity Bank pulled together to add several more toys to our sleigh. And of course, the Pittsburgh Salvation Army will help us make sure these toys all go into the hands of children in need.
We love it when a business and all their employees pick a tag from our angel tree, and then they, fill those angel tree tags, and then that provides, for several, particularly large families that we need to serve.
We so appreciate all the toys that you supply for 4-state children. We especially want to thank Neptune Auto and Equity Bank for their contributions. Of course, you can give us a call and donate right now and let us take care of the shopping. So go ahead, whether it's a little or a lot, it all adds up to a merrier Christmas for kids.
Thank you so much. Again, give us a call. That number is there on the bottom of your screen. Our volunteers from Equity Bank and Neptune Auto are standing by, ready to take your call. Well, as we wrap up this year's Toy Box campaign, we get some help from the Carl Junction Junior High. Riley Carroll, an 8th grader, came up with the idea to host a school event called How CJ Saved Christmas. Kids were encouraged to dress up for a different theme each day and bring in toys to donate.
Yeah, I'm really excited that we can bring joy to these other kids that we know that aren't going to get a Christmas, and this could be their first Christmas, especially if they're younger.
How CJ Saved Christmas runs through Friday. Well, it's definitely starting to feel like Christmas this week. We've even had a taste of snow. Michael Hayslip joins us with the first look at the forecast.
Starting to see it come down, especially on the western portion of southeast Kansas. Now, it's not coming down hard by any means. Almost starting out as flurries, and we actually are lucky compared to what they're getting down to the southwestern portion of our highlighted counties. But there is a live look at the Skywatch Storm Tracker. Like I said, the heavier snow really staying through central Oklahoma right now, but beginning to make its way through southeast Kansas. Pretty slow mover, but you'll notice we avoid the purple, which is a winter weather advisory, and we avoid the white. That is a winter storm warning. Just on the burbs of Oklahoma City right there. Like I said, they're going to have a little bit of a mess on their hands by the time they get to Wednesday morning. We're going to see minor accumulation numbers, and it remains cold. That's why, unlike over the weekend, where a lot of the snow didn't stick around too long, this will actually be here for a couple of days. Temperatures right now anywhere from 31 in Iola up to 34 in Joplin, and really not going to go anywhere on the thermometer. Pretty stagnant. Most important thing, I think, is future track. So let's go ahead and put that in motion. And you'll notice it really does kind of break up here as it works to the east. Then it reemerges a little bit. So I think the most we'll probably see is a ½ inch of accumulation and that's going to be spotty at best. And then as we push into Wednesday, we lose the cloud cover. The cloud cover can kind of be good when it comes to temperatures, and that is why any snow that we do pick up going to be around until really probably Friday. Travel impact's going to be pretty limited, Tanya. Our road crews do a great job, and we're not looking anywhere like what they're going to have down in Oklahoma City. Coming up here in just a little bit, we'll kind of do a compare and contrast as far as our expected accumulations to what they're going to see in OKC, and also to talk about a little record on the horizon.
Ah, we love the record talk. All right, thanks, Michael. Well, hundreds more hospitals will get deliveries of Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine today, and more frontline healthcare workers will get their first dose. This morning, a second vaccine received a positive review from the FDA. Federal regulators confirmed the effectiveness and safety of Moderna's vaccine, and a panel of outside experts will offer their recommendation on Thursday. President-elect Joe Biden heads to Atlanta, Georgia today, where 2 Senate races in January will determine the balance of power in Congress. Campaign stop comes a day after the Electoral College affirmed Biden's victory in the presidential election over President Trump. With just 36 days left in his administration, the president's Attorney General, William Barr, yesterday handed in his resignation letter. The president has publicly expressed his anger about Barr's statement that the Justice Department found no widespread election fraud. That's a look at today's top stories and weather in our first 7 minutes. Up next on KOAM News at noon. Still need to ship a gift by Christmas, but don't know where to start or even what to buy? KOAM's Jesse Irwin shares a few last-minute shopping ideas. And later, a giving tradition here at KOAM, our Toy Box Tuesday telethon, and a special thanks for donations from Elmer Walker from Galena, Kansas. As a tribute to his wife, Patty, he donated $50. Thank you very much. The lines are open. Let's make this the best Christmas ever. This is our 32nd year of making Christmas merry for area families, and our friends from Equity Bank and Neptune Auto are ready to take your call. Special thanks to Melinda Pence from Pittsburgh and Sandy Reed from Parsons for their donations. Also, Steve Robinson from Columbus and Francis McAfferty from Webb City. We love to see names from all over the 4 states. Well, this is the shipping industry's busiest time of the year, and while package delivery companies say Americans don't need to worry about delays in the arrival of holiday gifts, there are deadlines for making sure they get to their destination by Christmas Day. KOAM's Jesse Irwin shows us where to go to find the gifts that will make the cut.
Well, it's the holidays, and like every year, shipping companies say when it comes to mailing that present to mom, the earlier the better. And not to stress you out, but because everyone's spending more time at home in 2020, Adobe Analytics expects online shopping sales to grow by as much as 33% this holiday season compared to 2019. But the reality is that as long as you work ahead, you'll be fine. That being said, if you've been procrastinating and anticipate missing those deadlines, here's a few gift ideas that can bail you out. For one, if you're online shopping, make sure you're using deal hunting and price comparison sites like WikiBuy, Honey, Retail Me Not, and Student Beans if you're in school. These can not only find you deals and save you money on gifts, but they can also suggest some great options if you're in need of a little last-minute inspiration. Another option for a buzzer-beater gift is signing up a loved one for a subscription box. From clothing to shaving supplies to a different bottle of wine every month, this is the perfect excuse to tell them that their gift is in the mail. Or here's a fun one, Giftly, a site where you can send up to $1,000 towards something specific without needing to specify where they spend it. Then they can choose to receive it either as a Visa gift card, direct deposit, or in a PayPal account. And once they spend it, they can send you a virtual thank you card letting you know where and how they spent it. If you want to be more specific, but you're not 100% sure of their sizing or style preference, check out giftnow.com. You can select an item that you want to buy for them, then the gift is sent to their email, and from there they can pick the size, color, or specifications before it ships, or if they don't like it, they can swap it out for something else entirely. Last but not least, a great way to not have to worry about gifts arriving on time is by taking a walk up the street to your local small business or mom and pop shop. Go and pick out something specific to your corner of the 4 states. You'd be pleasantly surprised at what small businesses have in store for the holiday season.
Well, still to come on the KOAM News at noon, Mr. Food.
What could be better than a big pot of chili with some homemade cornbread? The only thing I can think of is, well, stick around and I'll show you.
Can't wait for that. But first, Michael Hayslip returns with your complete forecast.
Back to the KOAM News at Noon on this Toy Box Tuesday telethon. You know, for the past 30 years, all of you have helped us put a smile on the children of the 4 states for the Christmas season. And so wanted to give special thanks today to our good friends at Equity Bank and Neptune Auto. That's who you see right down here in the bottom of the screen, manning the Toy Box telethon for us and for you on this Tuesday afternoon. Give them a call right now. It's 888-620, the number 4, TOY. Once again, that's 888-620-4TOY. And we'll check back in with them in just a little bit. And once again, a thank you from all of us here at KOAM. Let's transition to the Skywatch Storm Tracker, talk about our snow that has crept in from the west right there. Flurries for the most part. I haven't seen anything coming down too hard, but the sweeping radar showing us that eventually, while this isn't hitting the ground on this leading eastern band, there is enough moisture working up there that by the time we get into the afternoon and evening hours, it is going to cross the line into southwest Missouri. We're seeing a little band of snow right there on the western edge of southeast Kansas. Now they're really getting hammered down here in central Oklahoma and right along the Oklahoma-Kansas state line. Multiple storm reports coming in right there. This up here, that's where it started. That's from early this morning. But I want to concentrate right here along I-70, give you an idea of what they're looking at. That's about 2 inches since the morning hours. And down in OKC, by the time we go to the storm reports tomorrow morning, they're going to have a little bit of a mess because that white that you see right there, those counties are in the midst of a winter storm warning. Now the purple indicates winter weather advisory, and you can tell it doesn't affect any of our highlighted counties. So it will kind of taper off as it heads toward us. Haven't seen any flakes outside the mothership as of yet. I keep checking about every 15 minutes, but every time I go out, I got to warm back up because it only feels like 28 degrees. Now, these are actual temperatures, 33 in Girard, 32 in Neosho, and let's roll a 30 in both Aurora and in Cassville. And we do have a difference in the wind chill, though. We were dropping down into the teens earlier in Iola. Our low point still only feeling like 23. Oh, I just saw a 22 pop up there in Mount Vernon as well. And we're not going to go anywhere on the thermometer with the cloud cover and the cold front that's obviously made its way in. Now, this system's going to taper off as it heads toward us. But then here in a second, we're going to watch this thing reemerge, make its way toward the northeast. So future track shows us the flurries and then the bands of snow are going to last from tonight into Wednesday morning. But once again, when we talk about our accumulation numbers, we're looking pretty minimal. That's why we don't have the advisory, really don't have any weather or travel concerns associated with Wednesday morning. So everybody just be careful. But look down there at OKC, where they got that winter storm advice. Whoa, they're going to go 3 to 5 inches here. Now watch this thing after it moves past us. It gets past Mississippi. Hello, they're looking good old, what we call down south. We call that a good old-fashioned nor'easter. That thing's going to roll up northeastern portion of the United States, and I tell you what, that's going to impact some deliveries as well, just in time for the holiday season. But more importantly, here in the 4 states, we don't have delivery problems because look at all these wonderful toys surrounding Tanya and me, thanks to all of your donations. Once again, 1-888-620-4TOY. And thank you to all who have donated, and thank you to our friends at Equity Bank and Neptune Auto as well for helping us out with today's telethon.
That's right. All right, thanks, Michael. We take this time to honor today's 4-state hero, George Kier in the U.S. Navy. Pittsburgh, Kansas native, joined the service in 1947 and continued on until 1970. Kier was the director of his reserve unit in Topeka while teaching at the University of Kansas. To George Kier, we thank you, our 4-state hero. Today, we're giving you a chance to make a difference in the lives of 4-state families, and it's as easy as making a phone call. A special thanks to Gilbert Williams from Joplin for donating $25 to the KOAM Toy Box. And also thank you to Rick and Peggy Bradish from Joplin. Your $100 is greatly appreciated. Just call and donate any amount. The number is right there on your screen, and we will do the shopping for you. Well, chili and cornbread together at last. Howard shows us how to combine the 2 favorites into a casserole in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
If you feel a bit overwhelmed this time of year, you're not alone. I mean, between all the decorating, shopping, and entertaining, there's a lot going on. And that's why we've created today's recipe just for you. It's an all-in-one chili bake that tastes amazing, and it'll be a real lifesaver in the weeks to come. What we do is saute some onion, garlic, and ground beef in a soup pot until no pink remains. Now we add a can of crushed tomatoes, some red kidney beans that we've drained, and a bunch of off-the-shelf spices. Now we'll give this a stir and let it simmer until all the flavors come together. Then into a baking dish it goes, and we top it with a box of cornbread muffin mix that we added some shredded cheddar cheese to make it extra special. Then into the oven it goes. When it's ready, boy, are you ever in for a treat. You see, the bottom layer is one of the best homemade chilies I've ever tasted, and the cheesy cornbread really takes it over the top. To get the recipe for our cheesy cornbread and chili bake, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a cheesy chili way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. Good?
Cheesy.
Here's a look at our 4-state market prices. Well, you still have a couple more minutes to call and make your donation to the KOAM Toy Box, but you better hurry. Call 1-888-6204-TOY and make your donation using a debit or credit card. We'd like to thank our friends from Equity Bank and Neptune Auto for joining us from Block 22 today. We'll continue with our Toy Box Tuesday telethon tonight at 5 and 6, and you can make your donation anytime on the KOAMNewsNow.com or on KOAM News Now app. Michael.
A special thanks to those who have donated and those who plan to donate. Couldn't have done this for 3+ decades without all of you. Current look at the radar, where the snow's mainly flurries right now, and it will push through into Wednesday morning and stick around. But once again, because our accumulation numbers, just about ½ an inch in spotty places, shouldn't impact Wednesday travel.
Well, coming up tonight at 5, a new report says many automakers are seeing the light when it comes to an important safety feature. We'll explain. Plus, the Pittsburgh Parks and Rec unloads a haul of toys for the KOAM Toy Box. We'll take you to the delivery, and our Toy Box Tuesday telethon continues. We'll be back out at Pittsburgh's Block 22 in our mobile Toy Box call center. Join us for those stories, much more tonight on the KOAM News at 5.
I want to thank you all for joining us here on this Toy Box Tuesday telethon. Tanya and I will see you again tomorrow morning.
And the rest of the team right back here at 5 o'clock.